Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This one's a complete mystery. I have absolutely no idea who could have possibly sent it. I mean, there's basically no indication on the outside of the box who this possibly could have come from. So I suppose we'll just have to open it up and find out what mysterious company sent this. Thanks so much to Real Steel for sending whatever this is to me. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. So I'm going to guess they sent this to me because it's available, but it's just a guess. So I'll try to have links for this down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. And the mystery continues. Still no clear indication of who could have possibly sent me this mysterious box. You know what? I'm tired of trying to find the right seam, so obsidian toenail. There we go. How many do we have? We have one. Real Steel. Why the whole box? I don't understand. Why? All right, okay. Well, I'll keep these and use them for when I send things out. Thank you. That was interesting. Let's see what we've got here. So this is called the Rokot or Rokot or Rokot or Rocket. I don't know. It's the premium one though. So let's see. Okay. Here's a thing that you can scan if you want to. And then it has the explosion and another thing that I don't know what will do. Will on blade. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love being surprised by things that I suddenly remember are awesome. I saw a picture of this. I think I know who designed it. Let's see if I'm right. I think it's Ivan. It has to be. Yes. Yes. There it is. The Beetle. I saw a picture of this and thought, wow, that is a super nice looking titanium frame lock. That is, I understand like the basic profile has been done before, but there's something about Ivan's work. If you look back at the work that he's done with Real Steel and some other companies, he'll take a basic knife profile and make it super unique with, distinct milling lines, and not the same types of milling lines that you see on everything. It really does kind of have an alternate universe Shirogorov look. In fact, I dare say this is a really good way to get kind of that Shirogorov look without paying Shirogorov prices, right? And it's not to say that this is, you're just getting like a budget, like inferior version. Not necessarily. These are super, is it exactly the same as a $900 or $1,000 Shiro? No. But given how much less expensive these are, I would say the slight decrease in overall, it's like finish work quality is well worth the discount, right? Look at these. Look at these lines. These are beautiful. Proprietary hardware. It's not. Come on. Don't open your face to have that dumb noise come out of it. It's not a good look. No, that should be pretty simple to figure out. These look like T6 to me, which is kind of a bummer, but okay. Feels nice in the hand. I like I think it's just the thin tapering fuller. And then the long, extended, I guess, drop point blade. That's what we're going to call it. S35VN, which I think is just fine. I actually prefer S30. A lot of people, will look at a knife like this and immediately demand that it be an M390. I actually prefer S35VN to M390 at this price point, and honestly at any price point, because I think S35VN is a better overall balance, and total potential edge retention is not the end-all be-all to me. Oh my God, that is slicey. Good Lord, that's insane. It's not the first time that I have, I understand cutting paper doesn't really prove all that much, but a factory edge, right, I've done this so many times that I can feel when certain things are dragging, tearing, geometry's causing an issue, right? This is essentially, you can see what I'm doing there. It'll cut even chopping at it, right? But a clean slice with this, good Lord, it's so ready to bite, man. Yeah, that's excellent. Factory edge there is very good. Flipping action is really nice. The lockup is nice and solid. It's just a good looking all around knife. Look at the relief cut. Wow. That's cool. I like that. Lock bar insert. Good lockup geometry with no lock rock. This is slightly off center though. Slightly. Boy, I wonder if I can find a tool that will allow me to turn that. I don't know if I have one. I'll have to look. Gee, that's those can be tricky there with it being a slot. I don't know if anybody's ever made anything that will turn that. Let's just give it a quick turn. It's probably not exactly the right size, but we're just gonna try it anyway. Oh yeah, it needed a little. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So how's the action now? It's exactly the same. So that means there's no factory Loctite, which some people get. They make a little bit of spaghetti sauce over that. I would say that's a benefit. You don't want factory Loctite because then you don't have to dick with it if they have decided to factory Loctite the blade in a non-centered position. You can recenter it yourself and get yourself some blue 242, which looks like this. There it is. Blue 242, you can tell by the aging of this that it lasts a long time. Just shake it every now and then. Blue 242, which comes in a red container. That is misleading. I get it, but if you didn't know, now you do. You do not want red Loctite. Don't get on the forums and read all, what you gotta do is put red Loctite all over your pivot and your handle screws. Believe me, I know. I've been I'm senior level knife wizard for over 12 years. Don't listen to that guy. Don't put red Loctite on your pivot. Don't put red Loctite on your handle screws, on your pocket clip screws. That's a terrible idea. And even if there are tricks to get Loctite undone, that's red Loctite grade, it's an incredible, it's just a stupid go out of your way and do extra work for no reason process when you could just use blue Loctite. 242. Just a smidge. Not on your handle screws either. Put it on your pivot. Just the pivot. That's all you gotta do. Anyways, I know people are like, why do you do that? Like, I'm telling you, man. You can see one comment section at a time. YouTube gives me every comment from every video that exists on my channel all the time in a convenient feed. So yes, people are still saying stupid things like this. They are. And I'm not necessarily concerned changing people's minds who say stuff like that. I'm trying to help new people avoid ignorance. You want, if it's off center, don't worry, it's not a reason to send it back. Usually you just need a turn. But if the turn is an indicator that the pivot's going to keep coming loose, then you can more easily adjust it and get it centered than if the thing is already, Loctited from the factory. I know a lot of you remember that Spyderco used to red Loctite their pivots from the factory. Boy, wasn't that fun. Wasn't that a fun time? Do you guys remember? Or have you tried to block that out? Is that more of a suppressed... For me, it's a suppressed memory. I get anxiety thinking back to that time, a lot of rage, a lot of frustration, but we're past that time. That time was proof to me and many others like me that red Loctiting your pivot is a stupid, stupid thing to do. It's a stupid thing to do. Just an idea born straight from Dum Dum Town, and I'm glad they don't do it anymore. Okay, let's get a little rowdy. Let's go ahead and measure it. Real still watch this like, what is this guy? What is he doing? Blade length. It's 8 1/4. I'm sorry, overall length is 8 1/4. Blade length is 3.65. Cutting edge is 3.5. Really nice ratios there. I think we should weigh it. This might come in, boy, I'm going to say 4 1/4. But if it comes in under 4, it won't surprise me. 4 1/4. It's under 4. That's pretty cool. Wow. Nearly 1-to-1 ratio there for overall ounces of weight to overall length of blade, and in a full titanium and full-size knife build. That's cool. How much is this? I don't know. I'll have it linked down below. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. I will absolutely do a full comprehensive review of this knife, but not today. No, not today. I have to actually carry it first before I can give you guys my thoughts. That's going to be it. Thanks to Real Steel for sending it in. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.